Born Muslims, non-Muslims, all enjoy it. Guide Us TV, never ads, always free. Let's keep it free, no ads. Support and share, and get guided with Guide Us TV. The Guide Us TV app is absolutely free, and you can use it anywhere with any device. Yes, sir, and it is absolutely free. So why not take the chance to go ahead and get it started on your device, on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer. GuideUs.app, not .com, GuideUs.app. This is Yusuf Estes, and I'm looking for something. Actually, I'm looking for someone. Is that someone you? I want Dawah partners, and you can be my Dawah partner right now. It's real easy. Just go to dawahpartners.com, sign up, and join me. There are 3 things that I would like for you to be able to do. Any one of them or all of them. Beautiful. Number 1, you will make dua. So you can be our Dawah partner, even if you don't go to the website, but I hope you do. Number 2, share. Share this message and let other people know about becoming Dawah partners. And number 3, help us financially. Donate on a monthly basis, even if it's small. Allah loves the thing that you do regularly, even if it's small, more than the thing that you do that's really big, but you only do it once. Join me as a Dawah partner. Do it now. Click, 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 click.
A way of life, a way of life, a way of life, a way of life. Islam is a way of life, a complete way.
And we're coming to you almost live from our studios or wherever we are right now and celebrating Eid. Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. The blessings of Eid, that celebration be with you and with your family, and for all of us to enjoy these last few hours of the 10 days, the beautiful 10 days of this month of Dhul Hijjah. And to help us celebrate, we have with us one of our regular doctors who has been with us for a long time. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. And here he is, Dr. Sultan. Salaam alaikum, Eid Mubarak.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A lot of happy Eid Mubarak.
MashaAllah.
Allah's blessings.
Yes, and I think that this is a great chance to show off our clothes, whatever you got. Flaunt it.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, or share the food with others and share as much as we can, share the happiness of being a Muslim and of this day of Eid al-Adha. MashaAllah. By the way, for folks that say, whoa, I thought it started tomorrow. Hold on. And when the sun goes down, it is tomorrow. All right? So, yes, that's right. So what time is it there in St. Louis? Did the sun go down yet?
No, it is 8:05, and it goes down 8:23. So that's when I'm going to take a little break to open my fast. That's one of the most blessed fasting of the day, Arafat's day, for those who could not join, but those who are actually performing Hajj, it is a free day for them, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that those who had just completed Arafat would be exhausted now. They would be
Yes.
so exhausted. I remember the very first time we did Hajj, 1993.
Yeah.
18 years ago was the first one. But right before the pandemic was the last time, you know. But Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I remember that I was walking on crutches and I had my leg in a cast, you know, because they were worried that because I'd hurt my leg in the haram, they were worried, the doctors were worried, so they put it in a cast so that I wouldn't break it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were also concerned that maybe I already had a crack in there, but anyway. But I've always been kind of cracked up anyway.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Cracked
Oh,
up on the day of
mashallah.
Arafat.
Eid Mubarak.
Mubarak.
Mashallah.
I just broke the fast, so alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
All
We made a
right.
lot of dua. We made a lot of dua, hopefully for everyone, inshallah.
Well, we were just telling everybody that for those who we were saying Eid Mubarak and congratulations on the day of Eid, and I'm sure that some people said, "Oh, wait, whoa. I thought it was tomorrow." Well, when the sun goes down, it is tomorrow.
That's right. It's the eve of the Eid. It's called the Eid Eve. Alhamdulillah.
Yes, that's true. That's very true. MashaAllah, Dr. Sultan was with us and Dr. Adil now with us there in Tampa, Florida. How are things going there in Florida?
Alhamdulillah, it was beautiful. Today is just like flew by, you know. It was like a dream, you know. I don't know how to describe it. It is very serene, very peaceful. Alhamdulillah, you know, it went by so quick, like a dream. Now it's sunset, but alhamdulillah, we're able to make dua, so hopefully to be answered, inshallah.
Inshallah.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Dr. Sultan, how is everything going there in St. Louis, Missouri?
MashaAllah, I'm doing everything fine. We just is a hot day, not that bad, but a pleasantly warm day, nice day. I can't complain, and that's Allah Ta'ala's blessing. Today, what I was thinking was that what do the people do on Eid? They celebrate and eat a lot, you know. And on our health show, I was thinking about what tips to give them after they've eaten a lot and, you know, and gained a few pounds of weight. Maybe we can give them some health tips to lower their weight, because overweight is so much a problem even without eating. So it might benefit our listeners, watchers, you know, that we give them some tips about how to lose some extra pounds and extend their lifespan.
Well,
So-
I think on Eid, nobody wants to hear you talking about don't eat this and don't eat that. No. Hey, man. No. We got to have fun here tonight.
Moderation.
Yeah. Well, this is just a preview. I'm not going to give them any tips today. That's just a preview. That they should think about it. And in the next coming issues, we will talk about how to maintain how to optimize your weight and get healthier.
Don't scare them off.
I would be more concerned about guys tomorrow. Make sure you have your mask on if you go into the Eid prayer. Make sure you have the social distancing and all the, you know, rules followed strictly. And when you're finished prayer, just, you know, go. Don't really congregate, because you don't want to make a room for the next service, because most of the places now have 2 or 3, you know, prayers. to accommodate the people with the limited space with
We
the.
have a phone call.
So,
We have a phone call.
Oh, guess who do we got with us tonight? MashaAllah. Oh, let me. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum, Sister Candace.
Alaikum salam. How are you guys?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for calling and celebrating with us tonight on the eve of Eid. Eid Eve.
Yes, it's definitely, and the sun hasn't set yet here, but getting close.
Yeah, well, actually, it's not set here either. But we're giving everybody the greetings, the Eid Mubarak, and Kol Am wa Antum Bikhair, and we like to share. We like to share with everybody, mashallah. Thank you for calling in. How's everything in Texas, sister?
Humid, sticky, but no, all is good, alhamdulillah. I'm on, I guess as far as the boys, they're on vacation for a couple weeks, so I'm enjoying the quiet time here.
Ah, okay. All right. That sounds great. Oh, mashallah, mashallah. So, do you have any special plans for tomorrow? You're just going to hang out and chill, or what are your plans for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to hang out and chill. I'm going to relax and just chill because my husband does have to work.
Oh.
So, but we're just unfortunately, sometimes you do have to work. But we're just going to now he has a different schedule, but so he should be home like in the late afternoon. But we're just going to enjoy it and probably just I guess have our own little celebration early tonight. But all is good. So tomorrow's a relaxing day.
Yes, it is. I think that's very special. Also, for those who are sitting at home wondering what they're going to do tomorrow, if you go to the masjid, I would like for us to all take the advice of Dr. Adil, because he was saying that if you go, be sure that whenever you go, you take your prayer rug with you, yeah, and take your mask with you. Be sure you got your mask with you. And then whenever you go in, be sure to keep that social distance as much as you can. And then as soon as it's over, get out, because you know that there's going to be other people coming in and going out and so on. And avoid all of the rushing. Just make everything easy for the other people trying to get in, because I'm sure that a lot of the masajid are going to have more than just one of these. Actually, tell us about this, Doctor. I think we're not supposed to do it in a masjid. You're supposed to have it in a great big place outside, right?
beautiful, yes, and that's the sunnah. And we did this so many times. But the fact that we have to accommodate logistics. So if you would, we used to have a place, fairgrounds. We used to have like 20,000 people in one place. This is pre-COVID era. Now we have to be very careful, because we don't want to turn this into a super spreader event with closed space and more than 15 minutes in it. So I've been telling everyone, please take this precaution. If you're sick or you think you're sick, please don't go. The extremes of age and frail conditions, because you basically want to minimize as much as possible of any adverse events, and you want to make sure everybody's happy. We have those goodie bags for the kids, so that everybody will have fun. We have water, we have plastic bags.
Do I get a goodie bag? Do I get a goodie bag?
Young and Hearts, all the Young and Heart can get that too. They qualify. So.
Well, Sister Candace on the phone with us. She's the very first caller that we ever had when we were the first live on the air over 10 years ago. And when she called in, the first thing she said was, "I want to make shahada." And I was like, "How do you know what that is?" She said, "I've been watching Guidance TV since you guys came on the air."
Assalamu alaikum, Sister. Eid Mubarak. May Allah bless you and your family.
Assalamu alaikum,
Next
sister.
month, speaking of,
Eid Mubarak.
yes.
That's wonderful.
Next month,
Try
speaking
to
of,
spread joy to everyone.
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
MashaAllah.
just want to wrap up and say, speaking of next month, that'll be 10 years since I officially met you when you came down to visit us in our area. So alhamdulillah. But I just
Yeah.
wanted to again share with everybody. You know, to obviously be safe, but also have fun. Like you said, you don't want any spoilers and everything. And this is a good mood tonight, so I just wanted to give my greetings to everybody. So I'll go ahead and let you go. Assalamu alaikum, and I'll keep watching.
Wa alaikum salam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sister Candice. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. That was wonderful. Hey, by the way, guys, you could all call in right now. The phone number should be up on the screen, but I can't see it, so I don't know. If not, you can write it down with a pencil. Do people still have pencils? I don't know.
It's up.
maybe- a pen?
1-800-971-4383.
1-800-971-4383. I think this is called a pen. Is it that? How do you use this thing anyway? We have computers now. We don't know how to use pens anymore. But this particular one says "Get Guided" with Guide Us TV. Oh, you know what? I've got a thing over here. It's a spritzer, and it says that too. Look, Guide Us TV. Yeah. And we were sending these out to folks, a bunch of them. And if we get any more in, and all of our ones who are on our list of Dawah partners, we're going to be sending more of this stuff out to you guys. And we've got this. We've got the Guide Us TV face masks. And I don't even have one in here, so I think we ran low, but we'll get some more of those in. So if you're not a Dawah partner already with us, you got to sign up and get the goodies. Get your goodie box, all right? Is that what you called it? What is it called?
The goodie bags, this for the
Goodie
kids.
bag. That's the one. All right.
All the fun stuff, and they get very excited, and that's really wonderful. And that should be the joy of the Eid and the spread it. And now something really awesome that I wanted to share. Last Saturday we had the free food drive, and now we have so many people coming and just wanted to get to know us, not just here in the box, open your trunk, here's the food, and so on. And see you guys next month, the next food distribution. But now we want to get to know you. We want to see your services. We want to have a conversation, and it's really, really nice. I've seen the elderly folks are playing hide and seek with the kids while they're just making fun. It was very hot. It was like almost to 98 degrees. But the kids who are middle school and high school had a great time. They had their community hours, and it was just very beneficial now to build future leaders. How to interact with the community, how to make really people feel the goodness and the beauty of Islam, and that's the best therapy for Islamophobia, the kindness and education. And we do this through action and through persistence. In the same, you're doing over and over. Now people went there even before the event starts at noon, and they were online, and it's like you can see the people are hopeful and they'll see the stress a little bit, because that's the thing they're counting on for a while. And alhamdulillah, more than 500 household members were served, and it was really nice. At the end, we prayed Salat al-Dhuhr, and everybody had a concluding dua, and those kids feel good that they were a part of this awesome volunteering. You do this for the sake of Allah, and you don't want nothing from nobody. Only Allah would reward you for it. So that's how you transform people.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. I really am happy to hear that good news there. I would like to ask Dr. Sultan, what's going on there in St. Louis as far as having a celebration there? What are they planning, or what's going on?
First of all, the first thing is prevent the super spreader event. So we have arrangement to have our salah in open field. You see, so that's what I mean. Last time we did it, and this time we did it. The second thing is that there's an open. Always we have open house Islamic Center right after namaz, and people go over there. There's food. There are food vendors. Some food is provided free from the Islamic Foundation, and it is just a big environment of friendship. Of course, we don't, hug and stuff like that we did before. But little shake hand, little hello, hi, assalamu alaikum.
Do they do the elbow thing when they put the elbow out like that? Like that?
elbow thing too. I don't mind shaking hands with people, and it just gives me a more sense of being. But again, being cautious, wash your hands, and after that, all that stuff.
That's a good chance for us to tell everybody about this thing. Here's how it works. You just Well, anyway, that's that. Well, I got my face sterilized. All right. Anyway, yes. So you guys will have something going on there in St. Louis. Is that right?
Absolutely.
All right.
And there's something up until this COVID. There's a family, who invites every Eid al-Adha, and invites the whole St. Louis community. Everyone is invited, and his wife cooks the food for 1 week to get it ready, and there are about 500, 800 people just getting into one house and coming and eating, and it is such a wonderful environment, home environment in which you enjoy, and you see there's no need for invitation. Everyone knows that he's invited at their house, you see. And of course
did you say 500 people are going to go to their house and eat?
Yeah, they come and go all day, come and go until late in the evening. They come and go.
Wow.
It's amazing.
MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah.
So every Eid is an exciting event for us in St. Louis. And then our friends also we invite our friends. I have my nephew that comes to my house.
Now I heard from Dr. Adil just now that they have something for non-Muslims coming together and visiting as well. But now it sounds like you have an open house to go eat in St. Louis. I'm kind of thinking when I get my jet plane, what should I go to? Should I go first to Florida, or should I go to Missouri, or should I just
come to Missouri first? Come to Missouri first.
All right.
So we'll find
There you go. There you go. Allah will provide for you, Sheikh. Don't worry.
All right. That sounds great.
That is Allah Ta'ala's promise, which says, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. He is Rabb of the whole generation. He didn't say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Muslimin, you see. He's Rabb of all, regardless of the fact, So we should be very confident that Allah Ta'ala will take care of us. If we take care of Allah Ta'ala, He will certainly, and even if we don't, even then He is Rabbul Alameen, and He'll take care.
That's true. Very true. Very true. MashaAllah. Wow. MashaAllah. Also, I wanted to hear a little bit more, if you don't mind, Dr. Adil, about what is that project all about, because you mentioned that you have people that are coming for the food, and now that they're are they going to show up tomorrow? Any of them going to show up, or do they even know about it? Is that a good idea? I don't know. What do you think?
Most likely they were going to come on Fridays. They want to hear the sermon, and they just want to see how is it pretty much closer to what they hear or have been hearing their life, and they just curious to learn. And when they come, we have this nice conversation, and we do it in collaboration with ICNA Relief. The brother Khalid, he's an awesome brother, and he really does an awesome job bringing all those young volunteers and everybody, feel that huge effort and hard work, getting all the food boxes and getting all the healthy items and even the diapers, even the sanitizer, even masks, a watermelon, you name it now, because everybody excited in the summer. Watermelon is a hot item, everybody, and juices and so on. And in the interim, through the human.
Wait a minute. You said watermelon is a hot item. We usually in Texas we keep it cold. We like cold watermelon. We don't like hot watermelon. What do you do? Barbecue it there in Florida?
Everybody loves a watermelon in the summer, in Florida anyway. So
I had the same thought in my mind when he said hot. I thought, my God, I love cold.
Popular item. They come and they like it so much, and the kids enjoy it. Someone comes in with one family, one watermelon. Someone serving two families, two watermelons, and so on. So it's kind of nice. You must be subhanallah breaking the fast. So alhamdulillah. May Allah bless you and bless the fasting and accept the dua. I'm going to talk a little bit, a couple of minutes just to emphasize, back on track on the medical talk. First is, wish all the people, Muslims around the globe, a very happy, blessed Eid feast, Eid al-Adha, the feast of sacrifice. May Allah bring happiness and joy and alleviate all the pain and suffering all over the world for all mankind.
Ameen. 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 Ameen.
So nobody's left. So this is something that's been putting together for COVID. We'll switch gears now. This is half of since a medical talk. Half of severe COVID patients develop new medical issues, and they linger for a long time. So older adults develop more symptoms, and it lags, whether it's a respiratory problem, whether it's a cardiac, shortness of breath, chest pain, congestive heart failure, arrhythmias of the heart, and they have, this is age more than 60 that they're becoming, prevalent. The young are not immune, but they are less, of course, and then it goes back to the issue, not only the age, but the status of the immune system, how strong and how resilient it is to be able to fight infection and to be able to basically have this firewall against not just coronavirus, but any other infection that comes along, because it looks like all these things will be around for a while, and people really need to know and take precautions and to have a preventative strategy rather than reactive strategy. That will be the way to go from moving forward after what we've been through. I'm just seeing this as we go along and kind of give updates to everyone. Now there's a big conversation about whether or not there will be a third dose from Pfizer for this, new variants to boost up, which a lot of people have concerns about. And it may have more harm than good because it has never been done before, and the variants keep changing, so there's no way that you can keep up chasing it with more shots in the arm. That will be the solution. But I think they'll go back to square one about building a good immune system through good proper nutrition and good eating habits and a healthy lifestyle, that will be the cornerstone, no matter how you cut it, no matter whatever way it is. That will be always the the backbone to build that firewall against any infection. One of the other things that I found to be very, very important also, that report about the U.S. gun violence in the United States have caused $1 billion in the last year. So I hope Sheikh you can hear me okay? Okay, so that's a very, very important. I wanted to touch base on those things, that gun violence is real. It's caused, just the cost alone of the injuries related to that. It's about $1 billion in healthcare. That's largely preventable. It shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be people getting shot randomly for no reason. And it's something that cannot be ignored, and it certainly have to hit it on. Just like we addressed the pandemic with coronavirus, there are other things that also has to be addressed with drug abuse and so on. So
okay, we got to take a quick break, and everybody stay tuned, stay guided with Guidance TV, because you never know, maybe you're going to find something really cool that you can use and understand and benefit from. Stay tuned, stay guided. We'll be right back.
Guidance TV.
Guidance TV, watched by many, loved by all. New Muslims, young Muslims, born Muslims, non-Muslims, all enjoy it. Guidance TV, never ads, always free. Let's keep it free, no ads. Support and share, and get guided with Guidance TV. Guidance TV has a free app. If you don't have that app yet, you need to get it. Yeah. There's no ads, no spam, no haram, just free enjoyment of your favorite programs and new programs all the time coming up. So get the free app from Guidance TV. Guideus.app. Not .com, .app. All right, let's go back to our program already in progress, inshallah. And stay tuned, because we want you to be a part of what we're doing. This is Yusuf Estes, and I'm looking for something. Actually, I'm looking for someone. Is that someone you? I want Dawah partners. And you can be my Dawah partner right now. It's real easy. Just go to dawahpartners.com, sign up, and join me. There are 3 things that I would like for you to be able to do. Any one of them, or all of them. Beautiful. Number 1, you will make dua. So you can be our Dawah partner, even if you don't go to the website, but I hope you do. Number 2, share. Share this message and let other people know about becoming Dawah partners. And number 3, help us financially. Donate on a monthly basis, even if it's small. Allah loves the thing that you do regularly, even if it's small, more than the thing that you do that's really big, but you only do it once. Join me as a Dawah partner. Do it now. Click, 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 click.
And we're back again on Guidance TV. We welcome you and all the viewers around the world and joining us with a great celebration for Eid al-Adha. This is translated in English into the Feast of Sacrifice. Remember the story of the Prophet Abraham and his son Ismail in the Quran, in the holy book of Allah, and it's very symbolic of the sacrifice. That the Muslim is in full submission to the Creator, and whatever Allah Almighty orders or test any one of us, even if they have to, with Prophet Abraham at very old age, having a son finally to help him, and then got the orders from the Creator to in a dream to sacrifice a son. And then what does a good son will do to daddy? Do what you're told. If'al ma tu'mar. And then when would you find this anywhere on the planet, except for those wonderful, messengers and prophets of God, that when they came the moment of truth and then turned their face to basically have this, moment of truth came, and Allah has basically have replaced and sacrificed Ishmael with the lamb, and then since then, we are celebrating the Eid al-Adha with the same replica that we sacrifice an animal, whatever you can afford. And there's a lot of Muslims out there who don't even have any idea about what real meat, tastes like, except in Eid al-Adha. So I hope everybody will be generous. Tomorrow is Yawm al-Nahr. Allah loves Yawm al-Nahr, the day of sacrifice, all around the globe. And there is a verse in the Quran, لا ينال الله لحومها ولا دماؤها. It's a very, very important message. Allah does not take the meat. Allah doesn't need the blood from these animals, but يناله التقوى. And then we'll go back to this very core issue about taqwa, the fear of Allah, being conscious of Allah, being aware of Allah on a 24/7 basis that will direct your actions and your intentions to please Allah and not to do anything else, because your eyes are focused on one direction, on one destination, which hopefully for everyone is Jannah. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
Jannah is paradise, and that's a place where, yes, you have given a sacrifice, but you also do it with sincerity. And whatever Allah have ordered you to do, you are accepting it without arguments, without why me, and all that. You just take it and accept it, and then you're going to see the miracles of Allah just like it happened. And then, the mother of Prophet Ismail, when he was a child, was almost about to die in the desert. And then the order came to Prophet Ibrahim at that time to go, and leaving his wife Hajar and a baby Ismail in the desert. And it was a barren place. There's no life in there. And she asked him, have you been ordered by Allah to do that? And he said, yes. Said, and with a firm belief in Allah, said, Allah will never waste us. And she went on this frantic search back and forth between the two mountains of, Safa and Marwa. And this is mentioned in the Quran, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 7 times. And that's tell us what? About persistence and resilience, and keep trying, and the call sign you really do it. And part of it, actually, when we do the simulation in Mecca, they'll actually like jog a little bit, and everybody knows about those 2 green lights when you start and all that, because we simulate what our mother of Ismail has done as she was trying so hard to search for water, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala finally sent Angel Gabriel to struck his foot at the site where Ismail was, and then have this whoosh of the water. It's called Zamzam, that have a blessed water, and that continues to flow to the day of judgment since then. So it's a very, if you look at the journey of how Prophet Ibrahim, how Prophet Ismail, how Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and all gathered and in this huge, awesome, very, very intense, spiritually intense journey of pilgrimage, and it culminates to today like a crescendo, the day of Arafah, because Hajj equals the day of Arafah. And just finished the sunset. We're not in Mecca. We're the least we do is the fast and make the join in the prayer and make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever it is that between you Allah that wanted for on the personal, family, community, and global levels, to alleviate pain and suffering, and to help the hungry and needy, and cure the sick, and have mercy on those who passed away, and really to bring us back closer to Allah, and maybe use the coronavirus as a way to wake up call and to get closer to the Creator before it's too late, because ultimately everyone will have a set time that's preordained, that will leave this world, and then we'll go back for accountability sheet of each and everything that I've done since.
Let's let's go back to the subject of what does the words Eid Mubarak. Can you tell us about that? I want to put something up on the screen and let people look at that. This is the Eid Mubarak. We're using English letters to say an Arabic word, but talk about Eid Mubarak.
Absolutely. Eid is a feast, and for Muslims, there's two big holidays. One, the Eid al-Fitr, the Eid or the feast of fast breaking that follows Ramadan. And usually Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put like an assignment. We fast 30 days in Ramadan. So at the end, it really concludes with celebration. And for those who, have done a great job during the month of Ramadan, the time for them to rejoice and celebrate. With the Eid al-Fitr, because now they're going to break the fast, and they're not allowed to fast on the day of Eid al-Fitr, because that's what it is. It's breaking the fast. Coming now 70 days later, as we just, tomorrow will be the Eid. Eid is feast, and al-Adha is the Arabic word for sacrifice. And when you sometimes, see this on social media, Mubarak meaning a blessed. So a blessed Eid or a blessed feast, that is the equivalent or meaning, Arabic to English, a blessed feast. And this particular feast is the Eid al-Adha, is the feast of sacrifice, and where Muslims, for those who can afford physically and financially, can make it to Mecca, Saudi Arabia, at least once in a lifetime. This is part of the main core 5 pillars of faith, in addition to prayer and fasting, Ramadan and charity, and have the oneness, affirm the oneness of Allah, that there's no God but Allah, and the Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. And it's a very reminder for us, because in Hajj you simulate basically everything, all the challenges and all the submission acts that you do for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or getting the taqwa, getting that strong connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the rituals of pilgrimage, rotating around the Mecca, going back and forth between the Safa and Marwa, like Hajar did for, search for water. Do the sacrifice to help to basically one third for the family, 1/3 for the friends, and 1/3 for the needy in the community. And I know now that really every Muslim who is capable of having sacrificed an animal, a cow, sheep, or whatever, or even a share in it, and they cannot do the whole deal, but at least do a part that will affirm the taqwa, or affirm the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with this special time, and replicating what Prophet Abraham and Prophet Ishmael have done. And this is really the message. We're here ready to sacrifice whatever we have, our money, our lives, our expertise, whatever it is, only seeking the pleasure of God Almighty, the Creator. So happy Eid Mubarak. You're going to see this a lot on social media all around the globe, as 2 billions. Tomorrow, inshallah, God willing, we'll be celebrating and rejoicing the feast of sacrifice, or Eid al-Adha. So Eid Mubarak, everyone, and maybe get used to talking and hearing, and actually communicating with a neighbor, friends, a co-worker. Tomorrow's going to be a work day. It's not like a weekend. So a lot of people will juggle going into the service in the morning, and then after that going to work, and so on. And so if you have a colleague or friend next to you, or a neighbor that the Muslim celebrating Eid al-Adha, Eid Mubarak will make we'll go an extra mile, we'll go, far away. It will bring a lot of joy and happiness, and bring a sense of peace and tranquility and harmony in the community.
MashaAllah. Thank you so much for giving us that insight on that. And I wish that we could all be together. I would love to hug you right now, but well, they do the elbow thing. How do we do a virtual hug? Like
an elbow.
Do I squeeze my hands together like this, and I'm giving you a
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Some people, they're just getting adjusted, and I don't want anybody to not to they take it off their mask in the mosque, and then there's, oh, I'm vaccinated. Excuse me, you got to put the mask on. Again, vaccination does not prevent infection, and people can be spreading the virus to others, and the new version of Delta. Thank you. So Chef Yusuf is a role model right now for everyone watching. Now he's putting it right. He covered the face, the nose, right? Not just halfway where everything is showing, right? That you do like that. That's no good. That's like not wearing a mask at all.
What about my beard? They told me that somebody said that you can't have a beard in a mask because it won't work. Is that true? I don't know.
Part that really is the most critical part, and then as long as you have it tight and snug, you're okay. You're all set. Because you're not the only one with beard. There's millions. So I think that's perfect. That's perfect. And if you do it this way, it doesn't fog the glasses either. So that's the right way. The proper way of putting a mask on.
All right. Oh, mashallah. I think Dr. Sultan is back here.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you enjoy your food?
Yes, I enjoyed my food and I enjoyed my salah. You see, when I came back, Dr. Adil was talking about the importance of sacrifice and distributing the, one third, one third, one third. So it occurred to me, you see, sacrifice is not only specific to Muslims. There are many other religions who also do sacrifice. But here's the question: what's the difference between those sacrifice and the Muslim sacrifice? You see, what they do in other sacrifices, they will sacrifice an animal and just take it to their place of worship and leave it there. And the concept is that they're sending this food to their creator, you see, which Allah Ta'ala in Quran points out that neither the blood nor the meat comes to me. It only the taqwa comes to me. So in Muslim, when they do it, they just don't do it and throw the animal being rotten. It is for human consumption, for yourself, your friends, and the needy. So you see how beautifully this sacrifice, besides remembering the historical significance of that, it is for the benefit of the human beings, you see. So it takes care of the human need instead of wasting the animal. Some people, animal groups, they say, oh, Muslims kill millions of animals, on this occasion. So they're just up in the air. But the point in here is, you kill millions of animals each year for the meat to be distributed and people eat. So this meat that is the sacrifice meat, it is distributed among people for use. So what's the big deal? I just wanted to bring up some people have that objection.
Yes, I'm so glad you brought that, because in some parts of the world, they would not allow the Muslim to have this part of their faith. This is not a something that do it for the for the kicks. This is what God has ordained, to sacrifice an animal, and to distribute it to the needy, to the poor, to the family, for nutrition and for to get strength to be able to worship God and do good on earth. And I know a lot of people are really don't see the meat except maybe once a year during Eid al-Adha. And to have them, kind of not be able to do that, that's, that is not right. And that's, kind of violations of human rights in that sense. And it's also, we talk about sacrificing the animal in the most humane way. And by the way, a lot of research was done about the Muslim way of doing it. As Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, first sharpen the knife. Number two, don't let the animals see if another animal is being sacrificed. You put them away, and then when you do, you kind of very gently, you say Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, so you don't do the sacrifice without, making the name of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. And the animals, if it's done right with one sharp cut, they don't feel pain. They don't, because it is way before the nerve endings go to the brain and then perceive pain. So it's a most humane. It's most way that kindest way to spread good nutritious food that God has allowed for human consumption to get strength and and really bring happiness to people when they don't have any access to meat. And I know there's some people, a lot of organization kind of take donations and give it to families in need all over the globe. There's huge need out there. So some people, if you can afford it, to sacrifice one locally and then donate one globally or wherever it is you're because there's a long list of countries that will really need this donation, this help, this kind of kind gesture in the Eid of Adha to bring the joy and happiness through a meal of meat. I think that's very, very important to share with everyone because the whole idea after you do the rituals is what you do the taqwa, but then by sharing the blessing of Allah with those who are in bad need, and there are quite a few these days.
Yeah, I wanted to focus on that a little bit because I like for people to know that the fact is that all of this is to help other people, to help others. One of the programs that we had, we were talking about the mercy of Allah. And Allah is merciful, most merciful, the extremely merciful. He is the actual mercy itself. So when we say, how can we get this mercy for us? And I was talking to one of our, the manager of our television station today, and I was saying, you know what, it's only 2 words. You can give a big presentation for a half hour all about Allah's mercy and why we need it, the sinful nature of the human being, but we don't need a God to come down on the earth and die for us. We need 2 words. To be shown the mercy of Allah on the day of judgment is just 2 words. Show mercy. If we show mercy to others, then Allah shows mercy to us. As simple as that.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Couldn't agree more. And nowadays, even I know there was a need before COVID. Now it's probably quadrupled. Because of people lost jobs, lost income, lost revenues, and some literally have been devastated. And so if this little touch of kindness through this special holiday, Eid al-Adha, Eid Mubarak, to everyone around the globe, to come together to just bring a little joy, bring a little happiness, whatever it is, the goodie bag that I was just telling you for the kids, or have some pieces of meat so people can actually have a taste what meats taste like, and thank Allah for the fact that we're enabled it. That's very important, especially for those who can afford it. We were talking about a lot of people have so much wealth they don't know what to do with it. 650 people, billionaires, have more than $4 trillion. We only need less than a trillion to get the food and the hunger and all these things to all people around the globe. All these problems of hunger will be all taken care of, and healthcare and education and so on. But it is incumbent on each and every one, of us who are aware of the message of Allah and His orders to follow by giving the sacrifice and given that it is actually investment for them and their families because they're affirming what Prophet Ibrahim salam have done with his son. And remember, they're going to gain the taqwa. The taqwa will be their one-way ticket to paradise, the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's a good investment that will pay off multiple dividends.
So talk about the feast itself, the food, mashallah. You come from a place where they have really great food, right?
Remember the feta? That's like, you cannot have Eid al-Adha without the feta, my mom, God bless her soul. That's, it's heavy, rice and bread and soup, and on top of it, some pieces of meat. And with garlic, and you remember the feta, and that's the special meal for when we come back from a masjid. It's very heavy for a breakfast, but that's that's kind of the routine for Eid al-Adha. Because some people were fasting, not even the 9 days or just the day of Arafah, the day before, but everybody wanted to go and then dig in with the feta. They have this rice and soup, and then pieces of bread that cut and soaked in the soap and in the soup, and then on top of that you put those pieces of meat, and very yummy. And some people do barbecues and spread it out and share it with the neighbors. It's kind of nice, actually. And when you see people have poor and needy, have food delivered to them and see the joy on their face, it's worth, it's really, really, there's no words that you can put to fulfill that expression of how people can change in a second with the joy that they have something nice to eat for a change on that day of Eid, and share the joy with everyone. So inshallah, hopefully everybody will be able to enjoy and thank God for observing another Eid al-Adha, Eid Mubarak. We keep saying it to everyone so that they will get into communicating with everyone. Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak, a blessed feast for everyone. Just share the joy and bring happiness to everyone.
Yes. What do you have over there in St. Louis? We've heard about the feta. What about the food that you? I know. You guys are going to have some hot food, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right. Spicy, with cayenne pepper and garlic and onion, and and that's just so delicious. I couldn't live without hot food. That's how we've been raised, and it is one of the most important quality of good. What's one of the most important quality of good food is? It must be delicious. It must be delicious.
We have a phone call.
Mashallah, mashallah.
It's exciting.
Well, I guess that we're going to have to wrap it up because it looks like we run out of time. I just wanted to show some of that spicy food that you're talking about. Oh, yeah. Well, they're telling us to wrap it up. So from all of us here at Guidance TV, from all the Muslims around the world, Eid Mubarak, celebration of blessings for all the people to find peace, happiness, and satisfaction. Ameen, 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 Ameen. MashaAllah. Stay tuned and stay guided with
Guide Us TV.
Guide Us TV has a free app. If you don't have that app yet, you need to get it. Yeah. There's no ads, no spam, no haram, just free enjoyment of your favorite programs and new programs all the time coming up. So get the free app from Guide Us TV. GuideUs.app. Not .com, .app. All right, let's go back to our program already in progress, inshallah. And stay tuned because we want you to be a part of what we're doing. This is Yusuf Estes, and I'm looking for something. Actually, I'm looking for someone. Is that someone you? I want Dawah partners, and you can be my Dawah partner right now. It's real easy. Just go to dawahpartners.com, sign up, and join me. There are 3 things that I would like for you to be able to do. Any one of them or all of them. Beautiful. Number 1, you will make dua. So you can be our Dawah partner, even if you don't go to the website, but I hope you do. Number 2, share. Share this message and let other people know about becoming Dawah partners. And number 3, help us financially. Donate on a monthly basis, even if it's small. Allah loves the thing that you do regularly, even if it's small, more than the thing that you do that's really big, but you only do it once. Join me as a Dawah partner. Do it now. Click, 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 click.